Lance, and I am the guy with the red eye. Now, new YouTube channel starting today. Wanted to introduce you to me and my family. So we got Luther over here. What's up, buddy? My Bengal boy. Then we got Lex over here. What's up, baby? My little tiny apartment in Playa del Rey. So, kind of just wanted to start this channel out. I'm gonna start as a car channel, reviewing cars. Obviously, guy with the red eye. I do have a new 2019 Dodge Challenger Hellcat Redeye, 797 horsepower. And it is incredible, everything you would think it is. It is so much fun, and I'm going to introduce myself a little bit in the first video and kind of take you through my journey of how I got to driving a Hellcat Redeye. It just makes me smile. I mean, you can see the smile on my face every time I look at that thing, and every time you hit the gas pedal, it is just, I don't even know how to describe it, but it is awesome, guys. And if you have not driven one, you are missing out. It is a different feeling than anything I've ever driven, and I've driven, you know, S7s and, you know, Lamborghinis and, you know, what have you. This is a different beast. It's all 800 horsepower going to rear wheels for a bone stock car off the lot is insane. I mean, times are changing, technology is moving quickly here, and it's awesome to see that Dodge is keeping the old school gas powered high horsepower cars alive in this time when, you know, oh, Tesla is amazing and every car is going to be electric and drive itself in 5 years. It's so refreshing to have Dodge here just making 800 horsepower stock cars year after year, and they are just, I mean, you can daily drive them. It's so comfortable and it's just unbelievable. So yeah, introducing myself here. My family's from St. Louis. Parents met there, go Cardinals, and then they moved out to San Diego, had me, so I'm a San Diego boy. Not a surfer, but was big into sports, a lot of team sports. Grew up playing baseball, football, basketball. Not the tallest guy, but I got after it a little bit, you know. Played football in college, and I went to college in LA, Occidental College, and graduated with an economics degree. Went back to San Diego, worked for a while, and then now I'm back in LA, Playa del Rey to be exact. And I'm an audio salesman. I'm the director of sales and marketing for an audio company. We do all different kinds of Bluetooth speakers, so if you need a Bluetooth speaker, I got you. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at, and just want to take you through my car buying journey and how I got to a Redeye. I'll make it quick so we can get out there and check it out, because it's a lot more beautiful than me, guys. I know I'm looking all right. I need to get a haircut here pretty soon, but whew, that car, man, is something else. It's a Destroyer gray. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that color, but there was no other color I was getting. That was the color, especially because it's called Destroyer gray. I mean, come on. So, yeah, started. My first car was a Jeep Grand Cherokee. Might need to edit that out, or I could leave it in. You know, it'll be fun. Jeep Grand Cherokee, kind of funny because now I'm back with Chrysler. That thing was a piece of crap. 2000 Jeep Grand Cherokee I bought in 2007. It was like $6,500, 90,000 miles on it, and would probably last about 3 gas tanks before something would go wrong every time. And it was always a sensor, the radiator blew one time, computer had to be replaced. So took that into college, got rid of that after my sophomore year. I decided I wanted to learn how to drive a stick, so I got a Mazda 3, another piece of crap, for some reason. Don't ask me why. And beat that thing up for a year. The clutch blew out after like 6 months. And I learned how to drive a stick though, that's for sure. Yeah, drove that for a while. Then once I graduated, I had enough money finally to buy a real car. So I went to Acura and leased an ILX 2015. Credit score was horrible. They gave me pretty decent, I don't know why they gave me the car, probably ill-advised, but I think I had like a 594 credit score, just awful. Drove that for about a year and a half, went back, got sick of it, got the ILX Premium Edition 2016, then drove that for another year, went back, got sick of it. They had crazy deals on the TLX, got the TLX 6-cylinder 2017, which was pretty fun, a lot faster than any car I've ever had. So that was fun. Drove that for about another year and a few months, and then went to a dealership here in LA called IMX Auto, just a used car dealer, and saw a Mustang GT Premium convertible. It was only like $28,500, and fell in love with it. Drove it around the block. Never had a V8. Just put it in sport mode, and it was over. You know, had the convertible, and that's been my favorite car I've had besides the Redeye that I have now. I drove that for not even a year, made it to 9 or 10 months, and then got sick of it. Traded that in for a BMW 750, which was awesome, except it was old. It was like a 2013. Awesome car. Too many things going wrong with it right off the bat. I mean, it needed a new fuel pump, and turbo lines were leaking, and needed new spark plugs, and this and that sensor went out, and just too many sensors on that car. It's an awesome car, but too big, too many sensors. They tried to be too luxurious, so at a certain point with those things, they just go out. So took that back. Then went to BMW, Audi, and Acura, and I was just like, you know what, I'm going to drive the cars that I want to drive, see which one feels the best, and which one makes the most sense for the money. And drove a 4 Series Beamer, A5 Sportback at Audi, and then Acura drove the 2019 TLX A-Spec rear-wheel drive. And for some reason, I decided to go with the Acura because it was $349 a month, super cheap. And then the A5 had no gas pedal. That engine, a little 4-cylinder engine, needs some work. They wanted $622 a month for the A5. At BMW, they wanted $655 for a 4 Series, and then Acura just wanted $349 a month. So I leased it. That lasted 5 days. I took it to BMW Santa Monica and ended up in a 2020 M340i, which was a lot more fun, a lot quicker, a lot faster, a lot more what I was looking for. But after a month, I didn't get sick of it, but I actually wish I kept it still and just put it on Turo and rented it out. But Dodge came out with these power dollars, $10 per horsepower back, and they have some serious horsepower over there. So on the Redeye is $8,000 back. So I went after work one day. As soon as it's the Russell Westbrook Jeep Dodge Ram Chrysler dealer up in Van Nuys, and asked for Michelle. She helped me out, hooked it up. She was cool. So drove the regular Challenger Hellcat, drove the Charger Hellcat, and then I saw this Redeye Hellcat and Destroyer Gray wide body kit on it. The wide body is just so beautiful, and that was just a game changer. Shouldn't have driven it, because as soon as I drove it, I knew I was going to buy it. And the lease deal was like $1,300 a month with $6,000 down. So you end up paying 65% of the car on the lease for 3 years, which makes 0 sense. So essentially, they're making you buy the car, which I'm cool with because I plan on keeping this thing forever. So yeah, I ended up buying it. It is just absolutely gorgeous. I can't wait to show you guys. Let's go check it out. But yeah, that was kind of my journey of how I got to a Hellcat. The Dodge Power Dollars, couldn't pass it up, too great of a deal, and now I'm driving a Redeye, daily driving it, and I might get another car, but I will not be replacing the Redeye. It will be in addition to the Redeye in the garage. So let's go check it out. What's up, guys? We are back, and I'm about to show you the 2019 Challenger Hellcat Widebody Redeye. Here we go. Look at that beauty. Got the double vents in the front here. Got your SRT Hellcat emblem up in here. There's actually a Hellcat in that headlight, which I'll show you later. But look at this front grille. I mean, all the air, it's passing through the engine right there. Check out these tires, wheels, these huge Brembo brakes on them. Brake dust just all over them. I actually got it washed yesterday and we can't even get the dust off the brake pads. Come over here, we got this Hellcat emblem with the red eye in there. Absolutely stunning. Check out this destroyer gray paint. I mean, is there anything better? We'll move to the back. You can see the wide body package right here. Gives you these extra fenders. Now when I see the regular Chargers and Challengers, they just look so skinny, and I'm just very happy with the wide body package, guys. Then we move to the back here. You got your classic Challenger butt. Another Hellcat emblem here. Is there anything meaner than that front face right there? Knowing it has 800 horsepower underneath the hood. Let's pop the hood, show you what she's working with under there. Get a little glimpse of the interior. And we'll pop the hood back. Check that engine out. 6.2 liter supercharged HEMI, massive blower into the supercharger here. We actually got another Redeye emblem here. Just gorgeous. I mean, I could stare at this thing all day. Now let's jump inside. See the seats here. Got the leather with the suede in here. That was my personal choice. You can have the all leather or all suede package. We jump in here, you can see another Redeye Hellcat emblem over here. Let's turn her on. Just outstanding rumble. I like the little mock carbon fiber silver interior package right here. I mean, it's not the Maybach interior or anything like that, but I mean, I like it. You can see the dials on here, which are much better than on the Challenger or on the Charger Hellcat, excuse me. It's got the Uconnect. So all the Chrysler vehicles have this Uconnect. One of my favorite things is if we go to the driving modes page, you hit that little SRT down here, pulls up the, you can go multiple modes, you go eco mode, you can actually change to your custom drive settings. Mine is set to track, obviously. You can go to sport mode, which is a little less than the track mode, a little less aggressive, and there's also street mode. So So pull up the racing options here. It's got launch control. You can set the RPMs what you want it to launch at. I have been told that the tire spin, anything over 1700 RPMs, you're gonna get tire spin and it's not gonna launch at the optimal speed, but hey, the tire spin is fun, so go for it. You can, you know, mess with the shift light. It actually has cool down mode, so if the engine gets too hot, you can cool it down, and it will tell you how to do that. Line lock if you want to do some burnouts. A lot of fun. And then there's also a launch button down here. You just want to go straight into launch. You can do so. Launch control activated. Vehicle launch at 1700 RPMs. And then a little icon will come up here that says push the brake all the way down, and then push the throttle all the way down to launch. Another thing that I love is the dash controls over here. So you got speedometer, vehicle info, tire pressure. Then you have a 0 to 60 timer here, which is pretty awesome. Just shows you, you know, having the line lock and a 0 to 60 control up here. Really is made for racing and having a lot of fun. So I haven't pushed it yet, just got it, but best is 4.9, and that's just, you know, messing around, which is pretty awesome. Haven't even launched it yet, so gotta get that down to the 3.3, 3.2 range. I think we can get there. Maybe not with these tires. I put some slicks on it. We'll be moving. So what else do we got here? Fuel economy 10.2. Yeah, absolutely horrible on the fuel, but when you got 800 horsepower, you don't really care. Trip info, audio, you want to see what song is playing. Speed warning, it tells you when you're over the speed limit. We don't want to hear that because we're always over the speed limit. But you can see the back seats. We have very minimal room. I mean, you could throw a small child or a dog back there, but other than that, guys, you don't really want to sit back there. Pretty much a two-seater car. I'm thinking about getting the rear seat delete, which will take out a little weight, but probably not necessary. I really want that Hellcat emblem on the side. And the door lights I really want to put in, so I'm going to do a video just on the door lights. But other than that, comment down below what mods you want to see done. I could up the horsepower, probably well past the Demon, for pretty cheap. Don't know that I need more horsepower, but hey, if it can be done, why not? You got some pretty good space over here. Glove compartment, you got multiple USBs, a 12 volt here. I think we actually have a 12 volt over here. We do. A little storage space. Pretty good size glove compartment. We got Sirius XM radio up here. You got your heated and cooled seats, which is pretty crazy. I mean, an 800 horsepower car, really, to have all these accoutrements in the cabin. That's why I like newer cars. My uncle's a big muscle car guy as well, but he likes the classic cars, and I just like the common technology, or the current technology, and all of the extra benefits that come with it. You know, the parking sensors. I don't want to mess this thing up, and obviously having those really helps. I mean, I got garage door opener, we got Siri assist. I can, you know, use the navigation with my voice. All little things that help. But yeah, guys, this thing is an absolute monster. Another thing about the driving modes is, at first I was like, man, you have to go to this menu just to change the driving modes. You have an eco mode for some reason on this car. I mean, I've been using it and I still am getting 10 miles to the gallon, so Not sure it really works. It cuts your horsepower down to 500. You can see all the different modes you can set up here: steering, track, sport, and street. Same for suspension, traction. You can turn the paddle shifters on, the transmission, and you can either go 500 or 797. So one thing I didn't like was the driving modes. I had to come in here to change them, but I figured out a few things. If you double click, it changes it to your custom, so that's easy. Say you're at a light and a Honda Civic comes up and wants to race you like it did for me the other day, or whatever car, you want to pop into track mode really quick, or whatever your custom setting is, boom, double click the SRT button and it throws you in. Or if you are in drive, let's say we're in auto, we're in eco mode now, and you don't even have time to hit the SRT button twice. If you just pop it into manual mode, boom, you go 797 instantly, and the paddle shifters go on. Or you can use the shifters here, and they are set up the correct way, where down is shift up and up is shift down. My girlfriend's Tiguan is the opposite way, and it makes me so mad when I'm in that thing. Not that I drive it too often, because why would I drive it when I have this thing? Anyways, back to eco mode, which is pretty cool. You don't have to set it back to eco mode. You want to go 797 really quick if you want to get across an intersection, or just have some more power at your disposal. You just flip it into manual mode, but you got to remember you're in manual mode, so it does not upshift for you, which I like, because some of the last cars I had, the BMW actually upshifted for me, which I hated, because sometimes I'd be revving it in second, and then it would flip me to third really quick as I was about to shift, and then all of a sudden now I'm in fourth, and the acceleration that I wanted was not good. So let's go back into track mode. What else do we have here, guys? Parking sensors. We have traction control here, and I've seen a lot of people say, oh, don't turn the traction control off, you're gonna end up wrapped around a tree. But I've had no problems with it. As long as you know what you're doing, you know how to drive. Don't slam on the gas as you're turning around a tight corner where you have no room as you're sliding out, and your tires are spinning. I mean, don't do anything dumb, obviously. If you know how to drive, you don't need the traction control on. It's actually a lot of fun to spin the tires. You're gonna have to wipe the tire rubber off the side of your car quite a few times, but it's kind of a badge of honor to have that tire spray on the side of the car, so it's not too bad. And this Destroyer Gray stays extremely clean. I've had black cars forever, and I always hated silver cars, thought they looked cheap, but this car in Destroyer Gray, I mean, it looks phenomenal, and just stays clean, looks clean all the time, no matter what I do. So yeah, guys, comment below if you like the interior, if you like the leather with the suede. It's not as hot on the legs when you get in, which is nice. They do have sunroof options up here, but it actually takes an inch or two away from the headroom, so I like this version. I just throw the windows down, have a little more room up here, and I'm not the tallest guy, but I don't have much more room up here if they take away 2 inches. So yeah, let's set this mount up. I'll put you guys on the dash, and we'll do a couple pulls and let you know what is going on under this hood, show you what 800 horsepower looks like pulling down this street right here. Hopefully we don't run into any cops, and we'll go from there. Let's go do some pulls in the Redeye. We are in track mode. We've got some Rage Against the Machine playing. Let's do it. I pulled over to this retirement home so I could get a nice place to review the outside of the car. But now we're going to unleash the beast. Do a couple pulls here. Praying for no cops. Alright. Spinning the tires even in third and fourth gear. This thing is insane. Just listen to that supercharger and those downshifts. Just puts a smile on your face. Alright. That was third gear and we got to 60 miles an hour. I'm actually going to the grocery store right now. Girlfriend's working today, so I am in charge of the grocery run. How does that work? Yeah, we'll do a couple pulls for you as we get to Ralph's here. Man, I'm just so happy with this thing. It is so much fun. 797 horsepower, 707 pound-feet of torque, 0 to 60 clocking somewhere in the 3.2, 3.3 range. And I mean, it feels even faster than that. I just can't imagine a car being faster than this. It is a pretty heavy car though. 4,400 to 4,500 pounds, somewhere in there. Obviously it could be a little lighter, but you go any lighter with this thing, it gets really dangerous. You start hitting 0 to 60 in 2.5 to 2.8 seconds, all the power to the rear wheels. Yeah, then you probably start ending up around trees, even if you know what you're doing. But yeah, we spun the tires pretty good there, all the way up in third and fourth gear. I'm gonna have to get these tires replaced. I mean, I got Pirellis on this thing, but I need some semi-slicks, something that's not gonna spin as much. And then the takeoffs will just be insane. I am approaching Ralph's here. Gotta show you guys the trunk space. Actually, really good trunk space on this thing. I got my golf clubs in there, my gym equipment, plenty of room for groceries, so we'll check back in soon. We got our groceries. Now it's time to head home. Quiet down, quiet down. She's just making sure we get home safely. Hearing that rumble, there's nothing like it. Let's put her back into track mode. Do a couple more pulls. Got that extra weight in the back now from the cat litter we just, oh, check this thing out. A little slingshot. Thing's pretty cool. Three-wheeler. I'd like to race it, leave it in the dust. That supercharger is phenomenal. It's very whiny. I wonder if I can make it even louder. Oh man, you guys need to go drive this thing if you don't have that experience under your belt yet. This thing is outrageous. Go buy a Hellcat. I'm telling you, once you get to that dealership, you drive this thing, you're not leaving without one. There's no other car out there that you get this much power for the dollar. Lamborghinis, Ferraris, McLarens. I mean, they can't even touch 800 horsepower. got $7,970 back immediately. $2,500 from the dealer. Hold on. Another $2,500 from the dealer. Another little negotiating. Originally there was a $5,000 markup on this thing, and Dodge all of a sudden just decided to give back all this money from the power dollars. So it went from being marked up $5,000 to marked down $8,000. I mean, that's a $13,000 swing right there. Plus dealer incentives, plus negotiating. You know, if you put any money down, your payment's really not that much. Now, I brought a lot of negative from trading in so many cars, but I put enough down just to cover it. And alright, stop talking for a second. We're gonna drive this thing. Power as this thing has, the brakes are outstanding. Massive Brembo brakes on this thing. I mean, yes, they give you a lot of power. It could be dangerous, but they give you the equipment to properly manage it. I mean, these massive brakes just stop you immediately. Throw brake dust all over the rims and the calipers, but they work, which that's what you need in a 797 powered car. Cool little dog over there. But yeah, man, what a beautiful day. Playa del Rey. We got people outside jogging. We're driving Hellcats around, making noise. A little grocery run. Welcome to the channel. If you like what you saw, hit that like button, subscribe. A lot more content coming soon. This is just the first video. We're gonna review an A7 soon. We're gonna review a Ferrari, an S550, a Rolls-Royce Ghost, and a lot more coming soon, guys. So hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss out. And